Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports Point, brought to you by Pointer Studios. I am your host, Jacob Sproul. Joined here to my right, we got new guest, Hunter McAlpine, and the Brett McNamara. The return. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Good. First time being here.
Yeah.
Not happy, Jacob.
Not happy.
Not happy at all.
Yeah, this weekend was a little tough if you were a Wisconsin sports fan, especially in the football side of things, except the Pointers are 3-0 for football. So you know what?
Crazy.
That's kind of there's some positives. Definitely a little rough weekend. I'm not gonna lie. My NFL Sunday was ruined, and then watching the Bears prevail definitely made things a little bit worse. But you know what? We're just gonna move on. We'll start it off with the crowning champion segment because obviously there's some good things going on in the sports world this weekend. My crowning champion for this week isn't a specific player. It's NFL special teams. There was 3 blocked field goals within a 5-minute span. I can't remember the last time that happened. 2 of them were returned for touchdowns, and unfortunately, one of those was in the Packer game, not in our favor, in the Browns' favor. But we'll get to that. Still a very impressive weekend for NFL special teams, a part of the game that a lot of people overlook and don't really talk about, but they made a big impact this weekend.
Yeah, it was very eventful. Definitely haven't seen that ever in my life.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
2 returned for touchdowns.
Yeah.
All within
Wild
the
few
last,
minutes.
all within the last 2 minutes of each game. That's
Just
insane.
in general, the season's just been like weird and insane.
Yes.
But I'm enjoying it. It's fun to watch, I guess. Besides, yeah,
It's better than not having football, that's
yes,
for sure.
That's true.
Amen. You know what? Even with the losses, like it's gonna happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
You can't expect.
It's early in the year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first? Who wants their crowning champion to be represented?
I guess I'll go next. Kind of relating to special teams with crazy plays, but it was on defense. Isaiah Rodgers, even though he is an in-division rival on the Vikings, had 2 defensive touchdowns. One, a pick 6. I think it was some 90-some yards
Yeah.
or whatever. And then a fumble forced and recovery scored
Jeez.
touchdown. That was 80-some yards. And then he had another one. And I think I seen on Instagram earlier today, he had a 99.9 PFF grade.
Yeah, I'm
Insane.
not surprised. I kind of clowned that because he was a free agent acquisition from the Eagles this season.
Yeah.
And he played on a Super Bowl team, but I just feel like Isaiah Rodgers never really did anything. So if any player to go get from that team,
Brian
with him,
Flores.
But of course, with a great defensive
Yeah.
coordinator like the Vikings have and Brian Flores, they'll find ways.
Him and rookie quarterbacks he's got a crazy good record.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, he does.
to be honest, I mean Isaiah Rodgers was pretty good when he was on the Colts, and then I think he got
Yeah.
suspended. Correct?
Yep.
I think so.
For gambling.
Yeah, for
Oh
gambling.
yeah, that's
It wasn't actual gambling, but it was because it was within the facility.
within the facility.
Yeah, so he got suspended for that, and that kind of derailed, I want to say, his career with the Colts at least. And then he was a decent backup for the Eagles, obviously, and then he got a pretty decent contract with the Vikings. So
Off to a good start.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of the Eagles, Brett, who's your crowning champion?
my crowning champion is Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle of the Philadelphia Eagles. If you missed it, watching the Packers game, right after they panned right to the Eagles game, Rams moved right down the field. They had a pretty big lead. It was 26 to 12 at one point, or something like that.
More than that, I think.
It was a big lead for the Rams, and the Eagles came back, took the lead, and the Rams marched right down the field, ready to take a field goal, and then bam, Jordan Davis blocked it,
Big man.
picked it up himself, ran it the whole way, scored the touchdown. It wasn't a game-winning touchdown because they already had the lead at that point, but still a nice play there by Jordan Davis, and this Eagles defense once again is stepping up for the boys in the green.
Yeah, you know what? The Rams, I picked the Eagles to win, especially it's in Philadelphia, but the Rams for most of the day looked like the better team, but the fact the Eagles came back and won, that's why they're a championship-level team. Even though they annoy me so much.
They were in control of the game the whole time. The Rams were right up
Absolutely,
until
and
the end.
Jalen Hurts, once again, not throwing a pass down the field up until the second half.
But he proved the doubters wrong. Throwing, the NFC is pretty stacked.
It
It's
is
crazy.
stacked, including the Packers still.
I
Yeah.
can't take the pain anymore of watching good former Packers players score and do good. Like Devontae had a 40-yard touchdown.
Dude,
there.
he's still so good.
It's dude, I just missed that where throwing that back shoulder pass to Aaron
Full
from Aaron
fade.
Rodgers to Adams was just
Good
and then
times.
I think one of the best passes, if not the the greatest pass of all time, is the Packers playing against the Eagles. And he threw it right to Devontae, and it went right past Malcolm Jenkins' arm, right into the breadbasket. Devontae.
It is one of the
oh
highest
my gosh.
improbability.
Oh yeah, and then on top of that,
Yeah.
it was when we were coming back. It was our run the table.
It was 2016.
Like 6 games. Yeah, exactly. Where we were 4-6, and we had to win 6 games straight, and we did it. And then we made the playoffs and won the game.
Yeah.
So
Really quick, I'd like to highlight our jerseys today. I'm not wearing Clay Matthews. I'm wearing Rashawn Gary. You can't really see the signature because of the lighting, but it's signed by Greg Jennings. So pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay. Now I got to show you guys.
Well, yeah.
That was at the
I
watch
was gonna
party
say, I'm gonna
last year, right?
Oh.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Met him in person last year.
Fancy.
Pretty cool. What are you guys wearing?
I'm wearing the Xavier McKinney jersey.
Nice.
Got a pick yesterday.
Yeah,
but,
you did.
He did.
Didn't really do much to help us, but yeah.
I'm repping the Caleb Durbin. Turn around.
Oh.
Bondi Dock Spiders. Yeah.
Rivals to my Kingfish.
Hey, maybe I'll get a
okay,
internship
Elvis.
there.
It's okay.
Maybe we'll see.
Fond du Lac? Yeah. Yeah. Well, put on tape.
Hey.
All right, that'll move us on to the 3-Point Try Campus Roundup, brought to you by Point Brewery. And, of course, this month, flavor of the month, still Point Premium Root Beer. So I'm going to hand it out to you guys all nice and cold for this week. Point Root Beer is made with 100% real sugar. Point Premium Root Beer is handcrafted in small batches with the purest water, genuine Wisconsin honey, and all-natural vanilla. This gold medal winning recipe is refreshingly delicious, rich, creamy, and caffeine-free, giving it a time-honored traditional draft root beer taste.
I'm gonna have to do that too. Hands are a little sweaty.
You guys got it? Yeah, they're kind
They're
of tight on. All right, taste test. When you guys get it? Can you get it? You got to use the jersey.
A little sweaty.
I'll give it a little sip.
Hot mic moment.
Oh yeah, that's good cold. Okay.
It scraped my fingers, so that's why
good.
I said.
Okay, so no, you're good. So I'll start it off really quick. UWSP football, guys. I mentioned it at the top of the show. The first 3-0 start since 2017. I mean, are we serious? I wasn't even in high school yet the last time they did that. That was when, Ryan Ramczyk, who originally was on the Pointers, he got drafted that season.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, don't you worry, because Liam Stats was still here as a student. Back in
Yeah, Liam was
2017.
actually 35 years old. I'm just kidding. Not you, Liam. Not you in the fishbowl. Oh, my gosh. Forgot to mention Liam Sheen in the house, in the fishbowl. No, Liam Maybe. We'll never know. Yeah, we got it. All right, we got it. Okay, so as I said, 3-0 start. The Pointers go undefeated in non-conference play this season after beating Pacific University 36-13. Now, I mentioned it last week. They had to fly all the way to Oregon, something that not as long as I've been here, they've had to fly for a trip. My sophomore year, I believe, they had to take a bus drive to Missouri to play Lindenwood, which is a Division I school.
Really?
It was a bad score game, but obviously the opportunity to play a Division I school is very cool. But this is a Division III, so it's the same division of football. But the fact that they have the potential to get jet lagged, it's just not something you really experience
Something you don't even think of.
Exactly, playing D3 football. But they went over and got the job done. It was a close game heading into the fourth, but the Pointers scored 22 points in the fourth quarter, and all three main backs scored touchdowns. Zach Lynch, Reed Smith, and the lead guy, Bryson Cashin, who also scored a 44-yard rushing touchdown. So Bryson Cashin, these first 3 weeks, has been lighting it up. And I don't know if you watched last week's episode, Hunter, but Cashin the week before, the game that we called for 90 in Pointer Studios, against St. Norbert, he had 180 return yards in the first half.
That's crazy.
Including a 95-yard return touchdown. So good stuff for Bryson Cash. I know we gassed him up last week.
Special teams just aren't in the NFL.
No, yeah, exactly. Special teams are everywhere. That might be the theme